More news coming in. Robert Vadra leaves for day 2 of the ED grilling is what we know. Yesterday he was questioned by the ED for 6 hours in connection with the Skylight Hospitality DLF land deal, which has been under the scanner of the Enforcement Directorate. Previously he had been issued summons on the 8th of April, which he had skipped. Finally he marched to the ED office yesterday with his supporters. He was questioned by the Enforcement Directorate for 6 hours. Today is day 2 of Robert Vadra's questioning is what we know. He said truth will prevail and that he's being targeted. Ashutosh is getting in more details. It's day 2 of questioning. Ashutosh, take us to the details of what was the line of questioning yesterday. He was spoken to for 6.5 hours or so, and what is expected today?
Second day of questioning, as you said, and earlier also in 2019, Robert Vadra has been questioned multiple times. And in fact, he has been present with the ED at least more than 10 hours, even yesterday. This is the second day of questioning, and since a very old case, almost the questions that ED has done, and in fact, even sending thousands of the pages questionnaire, the response has been filed by Robert Vadra. So this is a physical questioning by the Enforcement Directorate on the second day, and what you see in the images from his residence likely to come out anytime soon. So line of the questioning, of course, remains on the transactions and the transactions of one property and then selling it to another, whether there any conflict of interest. Now, this early morning when Robert Vadra spoke to some news agencies, he said that clearly it's had he been with the BJP, probably this case could not have been like this, and perhaps there would have been case pursued by the agencies. What you see in these images are the few of his supporters are also here, and so technicalities as far as this case is concerned, looking at the magnitude of the probe that has been literally crawling with a crawling speed by the investigative agency, and it been nearly taking a decade to just even investigate a case. So what it more looks like politically taking more epicenter, particularly in the light that we have seen yesterday, ED filing charge sheet against Gandhi families, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, and now second day of Robert Vadra. So more than a merit of the case of the investigation, which not only raising question also on the agency is about the slow and crawling speed of the investigation, and subsequently also on the political aspect of it that we are already seeing outrage by the Congress party.
Be with us. I'm also going to go across to Amit Bharadwaj for more on that. Of course, the political fallout of the same is what we have seen with the Congress and the other members of the opposition. Amit saying that look at the speed in which the investigation is being done. In the past, the court has in fact told the SIT that there is crawling speed, and why is it taking so long? What is the option really before Robert Vadra, legally speaking?
Well, Sneha, it's going to be a two-side war as far as this case is concerned for Robert Vadra. One obviously being the legal side where he has to respond to the questions of the Enforcement Directorate and the agencies that are investigating this particular case. But the other side seems to be more interesting as far as the political optics is concerned, because the kind of political message that Robert Vadra tried to send across yesterday is very important to note. He chose to march from his Sujan Singh Park residence to the ED headquarters, giving sort of similar pictures to that of Bharat Jodo Yatra. While he was speaking about quote-unquote misuse of the central agencies, he said that while Rahul Gandhi is being stopped to speak in the parliament, time being stopped on the ground. So clearly it was a political message that Robert Vadra wanted to give out, and it has been duly, accepted as well, and has started to resonate within the Congress party's ecosystem. Because today what we see is that while the Congress party is holding protests across the country against the ED action on Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, and the Congress party leadership, they are also connecting the hint that has been given by Robert Vadra yesterday. So clearly Congress party trying to push a narrative of a political vendetta, and that's what Robert Vadra must have also wanted yesterday, that the larger picture that's going to be drawn over the allegations of misuse of agencies, he is able to get attached in that narrative as well, and he has successfully been able to do so. So clearly we'll have to watch out today when Robert Vadra steps in through this particular lane into the ED headquarters, whether he will choose to speak or stay silent. Because yesterday when I spoke to him, he had claimed that political vendetta is being done against him, while after he stepped out of the ED office, after questioning of over 6 hours, what he said was that same set of questions are being asked from him the way it was asked in 2019. The questions he has already answered in 2019, so he will continue to respond to those questions. So clearly, two set of battles, one legal, the other is political. And Robert Vadra is trying to play as much as political optics he can. But having said that, he will have to respond to the questions of the Enforcement Directorate and fight it out in the court as well if and when the matter reaches the trial stage. Back to you.
All right, I'm going to thank you for getting in those details, Amit Bharadwaj.